greatest station, GRIZZBIZMY2SENSE.
Wednesday to Wednesday. We are back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Been a long Wednesday to Wednesday. And as usual, a lot of stuff happens between those 2 days. You understand me? Today we got a special guest, man, with us. We got Miss Sharice Wilson with us. Let's give her a round of applause. We're going to spring on the accolades and everything and what has to do. We're getting ready to talk about here in a minute. But first, let's go ahead and get our sponsors taken care of.
Goodies Barbecue, 7440 Hamilton Avenue, Mount Healthy, Ohio. Call 513-2641-631. Use promo code My2Cents and receive a 10% discount on your meal. Goodies Barbecue, 7440 Hamilton Avenue, Mount Healthy, Ohio. Call 513-2641-631. Use promo code My2Cents and receive a 10% discount on your meal.
Let's give Goodies Barbecue round of applause. Barbecue season is not over. Barbecue season 24/7, 7 days a week. So go on over there and get you some barbecue. Like you said, use the promo code My2Cents and get a 10% discount from Goodies Barbecue. Next up, we got was Jarman, but we're going to go ahead with Linked Up Auto Care. You know what I'm saying? Linked Up Auto Care. Go on over to 5850 Center Hill Drive, right off of North Bend, right over there, and get your car fixed with Linked Up Auto Care. Use the promo code My2Cents, and you will receive a 5% discount on your repairs. They've got credit. They've got shuttle service, very professional, and a very big bay to go along with it. So no problems getting your car fixed over there. And tell them Grizz sent you. And if you need a car, guess what? They have Capsule Autos sales right there on the lot. Go on over there and get your car. Like I said, they got pre-approved credit, all of that good stuff, man. They got Snap. They got if you need to get your car repaired and you don't have the money right there, you can fill out a card right there, and it's connected to Firestone. So go on over there and support these businesses, man. Let's give Linked Up Auto Care and Capsule Auto Sales a round of applause. Okay. See what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't the one behind the board today. But anyway, next up we got.
Let's get your home charging station installed the right way. Jarman Home Solutions is a licensed electrical contractor serving Greater Cincinnati and Greater Dayton, specializing in EV charger installations for all makes and models. Whether you drive a Tesla, Ford, Chevy, or Rivian, our team delivers clean, professional installs you can trust. Most installs are completed in just one day, so you can charge at home and hit the road with confidence. Power up the smart way. Call or message Jarman Home Solutions and get your garage EV ready today.
That's what's up, Jarman Home Solutions. Not only do they do electrical cars and outlets, they also do electrical everything from residential to commercial. So go on over there to Jarman Home Solutions, LLC.com and get you an estimate on your service. Let's give them a round of applause. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, we're back at it. And we got, like I said, we got Miss Sharice Wilson in the building. She's a campaign manager for Brandon Nixon, who will be on the show next week. But so we're going to ask her a few questions about her political background and a whole bunch of other stuff. And the twist of this is that she's a prepper too. Go figure. So that brings me to this right now. When did you get into politics? What made you get into politics?
Probably about 8 years ago, I got into it.
Put that close.
Oh, about 8 years ago, and just didn't like the direction, not of the country, but locally, because I was seeing some stuff where I live, and, most politics start local before they get bigger. So that's what got me into it.
So what was your first political adventure? What's the first political job you did?
So the first political thing I did was more about getting community gardens started in areas I live in and around the city. And I didn't know gardening would be political because my goal was not to just plant food, it was to build community. And we had started losing that sense of community where people couldn't get food. And then, I was thinking, what happens if we don't have access to grocery stores? And fast forward to like 2020 when COVID hit and stuff was ravaged and gone. But if you had the skills to grow your own food, then that was how I started with politics. And then just seeing the ugliness in who gets money, who doesn't get money, why do you want to do this? And it not being about people, but about power. And I'm not about power, I'm about people.
So which community did you first start your gardening?
The very first one I did was Lincoln Heights. I helped out with the Lincoln Heights one.
Okay.
And that was probably that was 2016. And I tried to get one in Forest Park, but it was always, we can't have one here. We don't have the space. We don't have the time. We don't have the ability. We don't have any. There was all these reasons why they couldn't do it.
Political. So that's where the political bull crap
That's
come
where
in.
it started.
That's where it started. So that about pissing you off.
And it did.
And so did the Lincoln Heights
Lincoln Heights is great.
is great and they're still going?
And I don't say this is my garden. It is just I help facilitate getting it going because it's not about me.
Is that where the pantry is?
It might be there now. It wasn't in the beginning.
Okay.
So that I don't know about. Once it started, I kind of stepped back to let the city and or village of Lincoln Heights run it. That was my goal. Is just you start it. This is yours to do.
Okay.
I'm giving you the power to do it.
Okay.
That's the goal. And then I had homeschooled my kid from beginning to end, and he went to a co-op that was when he first started, it was not religious. It was a secular co-op, and it was very open. And I have zero issues with that. As he got older, it became a little more so far left that it was losing what it was to accommodate one group while alienating another. And I was kind of, wait a minute, this is not okay. And some things went down there, and that really kind of opened my eyes to other things that made me be more vocal. And it also made my son be more vocal. And he kind of facilitated a lot with me being a lot more vocal because at the time he was a kid, now he's grown. So I wanted to, give him a voice and allow him to use his because I didn't want him to be just some kid who doesn't know anything. He's pretty vocal too.
Okay. Dig that. So you have a Christian background or?
So my mom was a devout Christian woman. She's a Black Christian, very liberal. My dad was a white atheist.
What?
Yeah.
I know your mind all over the
As
place.
a kid, it sucked. As an adult, it's amazing.
Hey, play that rabbit thing that you play that. That is wild. How was that living in the house where
Amazing.
somebody didn't believe in God?
Amazing. And I have to say, my dad had more respect for my mom and for her beliefs than a lot of people had for him.
Wow.
He never told me, you can't go to church, you can't be a part of this, you can't do that. He was very much like, do what you want to do.
Was he getting hate because he was atheist?
Not some people didn't like him. They would compare, you need to go, you need to believe. And at this, I don't know. He died a long time ago. I don't know if he called out for God at the end of his life. He might have. That's between him and God. That's not for me to know.
Right. That's amazing.
So as a kid, I'm gonna tell you it sucked. As an adult, I can question everything, but I still have faith.
Right. But I laughed and was funny at it. But once you are a Christian and you go through the Christian stuff, but as you get to be an adult and you get to see things and you get to read things and you get to understand things and you get to see man, I could see how a person would be atheist to a small, but the things surrounding us and the things I mean, so. But I get it though. So your childhood was really wow, holidays and everything.
But he was very celebratory. He never was like, we're not doing Easter. He was, again, much more accommodating, I think, than Christians would have been towards him.
Right. Right. Okay. But with that being said, so you started the Forest Park trees planting,
Trying, yeah.
and that didn't work.
We have it going finally. It took a couple of years to get it going. It's now going.
So I can go over there and get me some free food.
You can. It's pretty picked through though.
It's pretty big too. But where is it located?
It's at Kemper Meadows Park on Kemper Road, West Kemper Road by the high school.
Oh, by the high school.
Yep.
Okay.
And my goal is to expand it. My goal long term, this is like a short term thing right now because it's not, again, government. I would like to have, a wildflower and pollinator garden there, eventually have bees there to pollinate all the stuff so the food will last longer. And I don't want to plant the food. I want people to learn how to plant their own and to come harvest their own. I'll walk alongside you and do it. I'm not doing it for you.
Wow. That's what's up. I never knew that in Forest Park that they had
It just this past year.
This past year. How many people will work with you with it?
I'm doing the raised beds, and I had 7 people do raised beds. And the funny thing was, I went in like, okay, I don't know how this is going to go. I made 7 really good friends out of this, and connected 7 people who didn't know each other, and they've worked together. They talk to each other. They get it. I have another lady who's doing the bigger garden. She's doing like the in ground. It's all in ground, but she's doing one other part of it. And she did all the planting, and it's like I really don't want us to enable. I want to encourage to them to do their own thing.
So what's the name of it?
It's just Forest Park Community Garden. That's it.
Forest Park Community Garden. Do they do any advertising for it?
We did last year. I'm hoping we're going to redo it next year and just kind of restart the main garden and put some more beds down for people who want to purchase a bed. My goal, and I told the city I'd like to charge like $5 for a bed, not because I don't want people to pay for things, but if you invest in it, you're more likely to do it as opposed to, hey, we're going to give you a box and you can do what you want to with it. Let them invest.
Well, I think that we're going to volunteer with you on this project, seeing as how I was a resident of Forest Park for a long time. I call that my second home.
All right.
That's where my wife is from too.
All right.
So,
that works. I need all the help I can get.
You got positive people in the community like Rick Badford.
Mm-hmm.
He's been a staple in the community for a
Correct.
long, long time. And there's
Correct.
other folks. The young mayor. I'm hearing good things about the young mayor that's in there right now.
Aaron's great. Yes.
Aaron, we do need recreation for the kids. We got the garden going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now we need
activities for children.
Activity programs for children, for the children.
And not something that's just keep them busy, but something that's like long term.
So let's get that around the applause because that's definitely what's needed. And this is what I talk about when we're going to be about it when folks get on. You don't do this, Chris. You're not out here, Chris. You don't do this. You just sit behind the daggone microphone and ain't nobody asked you nothing, man. Nobody asked you a goddamn thing. See what I'm talking about? See how you do? Every time I try and do good, haters. Thank you. I got somebody on my team.
I got you.
But told you he was gonna get me, didn't he?
You did.
But anyway,
you did.
But anyway, he made me lose my train of thought. But anyway, the garden.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the reasons why I want to be a part of that, because I don't have a garden in my house right now, and I'm thinking about because my parents, my mama, my dad, green thumbs.
Are they? Oh,
right. So, and my grandmother used to tell us a long time ago before she died that you need to stock up your canned goods, your food, this, that, and the third.
Yep.
And I said this plenty of times on the show that I didn't understand what she was talking about till now.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely now. So I think because a lot of people won't take this stuff to heed. They'll go right past it, and at least you have something in your community. And if it gets big enough, with the whole community, when something happens,
there's food.
There's food. We have an order. So and
then my goal is you learn how to preserve it. You can dehydrate, you can freeze where the power goes up and got problems. But I've canned. I'm good on food for a while. I'm good on a lot of stuff for a while. But yeah.
That's what's up. So give us some of the things that you have already.
So I like to barter. And that, that's a skill that's long lost.
But it's coming back.
It's coming back.
I like you. You talk our language. It's coming back.
I do a lot of herbal stuff. So I did the teas, I do tinctures, and I barter. Hey, what do you have? And I also have access to chickens. I can't say I have chickens in Forest Park. Around to have them, but I have access to chickens. I'll just leave it there. So I'm gonna plead the fifth on whether I have chickens or not. But yeah, I know how to get some chickens and I know how to get some eggs. So if somebody needs eggs, okay, I can get you some eggs. What you got for me, kind of thing. So the one thing I do like to can, and not can, but I do is tinctures. That's got vodka in it. Most of it's alcohol or bourbon in it. And I've also done like bourbon cherries, bourbon pear, bourbon apples for desserts. Can those, and
Oh,
get some
yeah?
drunken apples. You get some drunken pears. Get some drunken cherries. Pass those off. The drunken cherries can turn into like Robitussin or cough medicine, so you hold on to that, and you've got a natural cough medicine.
I'm glad you cleared that up because for a minute there, I thought you was just having this stuff to get drunk. Like
You can do that too.
To be an alcoholic.
No, but no, the drunken cherries are for, it makes Robitussin essentially. You put the dark cherries in there with some bourbon or rum or whiskey or whatever you want to put in there. I put a little lemon in there, and you're good.
Big that. So the question right quick, how many people do you know, black folks, I'm getting ready to change the word, y'all, indigenous folks, are into prepping and survival?
I know quite a few, not locally. I'm in a group on Facebook called the Black Preppers and Black Survivalists, and they're across the country.
Oh, shucky ducky. We learned something new again. Just give a round of applause for that. See that? We're directing you to where you need to go to get yourself prepared for what's coming. Dig that. How long you been a part of that?
2014, I think I got in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So you can shoot.
Yep.
Real good?
Yep.
Yep. You smiling and cheese and carrying you be knocking cans and stuff off.
Let's just be said, if somebody breaks into my house, they ain't gonna go out.
They ain't gonna go out.
Not walking anyway.
Did you know that this was a purple state?
Mm-hmm.
You do know
I
that.
do know.
Yeah, see, you know why I think you know that? Because you are, or not are, but was affiliated with the Republican Party, right?
Correct.
The Republican.
I'm more independent, but yes.
So what made you want to go Republican?
So I lean libertarian. I'm probably honestly more anarchist than anything because I
What?
don't want government in my business.
What is anarchist?
I don't want government telling me what I can't grow in my backyard or what I can have in my house, or no, you can't have that many guns, whether you have one or two, or how many you have. You need to register. I mean, like, yeah, register and whatever. But I kind of want to be left alone. Like I'm like, I'll leave you alone. Leave me alone. If I need you, I'll reach out to you. Don't be overreaching and see what I need to do in my house. I'm not bothering you.
See, now the average black person that come in on the show right now and just tuned in and might have heard that, might have thought that sounded like you was, you're a country person and you rabbit thief and you come over here and I don't like you people. No, that didn't. I see how people can see that, but that's what I'm saying. You're blind because what you right there, what you want, what you saying right there is what everybody wants.
Right.
Whether you're white, black, purple, yellow, green,
Republican,
or orange.
Democrat, Independent, whatever you are.
That's what you want.
Right. I want my neighbors to know, hey, if you need help, I got your back. And I don't want the government intruding on you because they intrude on you, they intrude on me.
Right.
So, yeah.
So that part right there, I can understand. But a lot of racist people see it as something different than what you're saying it, and the narrative be different. And a lot of indigenous Negroes will actually get on the bandwagon and call you out because
how dare me?
Yeah, how dare you? And it's survival.
And literally, I'm like, I want the best for you. Like, I don't want to bother you. I want you to live your best life. It doesn't mean I'm gonna co-sign on everything you do, but I'm not gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna call the police on you because you're outside smoking weed. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care what you do. Live your best life. I don't need to be a part of it.
Right.
That doesn't mean I'm racist or homophobic or any phobic. It just means my perception of you isn't going to be maybe what you want it to be. And your perception of me might not be what I want it to be, but I'm not in control of what you think of me.
And that's where they need to get people need to get over it. So being affiliated first with the, because I said Republican first, and then you said libertarian or anarchy or something.
I am a registered Republican. I'll say that.
You are a registered Republican.
Yeah, I voted in primaries, so therefore, and I voted Republican.
And you voted Republican. So why did you vote for Trump?
I don't like Trump, be very honest. I think he's an absolute, can I say ass on here?
You can say whatever you want to say.
He's an absolute asshole. But there were some things he was doing that I'm like, okay, he's trying to get sovereignty back to this country. Like, hey, look, leave them alone. He's all about, he's not, he's all about this country in his own warped way. I'm not okay with how the ICE raids are going, but I'm also going to say that if I looked at immigrating somewhere, 'cause I was going to be a smart ass and immigrate somewhere. There's lists of what you can do to immigrate to another country, and I can't just fly into, let's say, Ghana and live there because I want to go there because I don't like this country. If I go there and live there and I'm not registered and I'm illegal there, I broke the law, and they should send me back because I didn't do the right thing. Maybe not forcefully, but there's ways. And I know our immigration system screwed up. It needs to be redone, but we have allowed so much to happen for so long that we can't undo all the damage that happened. And I know there's the whole we need workers and we hire the migrants to work. And there's the whole cheap labor. Yes, go after the businesses that are hiring cheap labor. Go after them, take them out. Not just the farmers, not just the people who are doing their own thing, but be fair across the board. And I don't know how Trump is doing it, but he is doing some things I like. And I don't like him. I can separate him from what he's doing. And that doesn't mean I agree with everything he's doing. Like there's a difference. I could say, hey, Grizz, I like all you do. I don't like that you smoke weed. But I could say everything else is fine about you. You know?
Okay. I'm just sitting here and thinking.
Uh-oh.
That's what everybody says when it happens, when I start to thinking. But I'm just trying to think of anything positive that guy has done. Not just him, on any Democratic side too, because I've been saying this for the longest, and they keep giving us these examples in our faces, and we can't keep sitting here with blinders on,
right,
acting like there's not the bird.
Right. It's the same it's the same bird, two different wings. Yeah.
And they shit the same. They shit poop. They poop shit. Whether this one is soggy, whether this one is hard, the bird shit is bird shit.
And when I'm working with Brandon, in here, like the thing I like about him is this. It's like he can work with both sides. I don't want an all liberal city council. I don't want an all conservative city council. I'm probably gonna make people mad with that one. I want balance. We have not had checks and balances locally for years. Even though it's nonpartisan, it has been predominantly left leaning. And if you go hit some of these cities, like you go hit like South Cumminsville, you go hit some of the poorer black areas, and I'm not saying it insultingly, they have not changed in all these years. And it's been Democratic leadership. Why has it not changed?
No, I disagree.
Okay.
Because after listening to Lakita in her interview,
okay,
and breaking down, and this nothing that she said except as far as the power structure, as far as city council don't answer to the mayor don't answer. No,
okay,
the mayor doesn't answer the city council.
Oh,
yeah. So a lot of people have the wrong impression.
Interesting. Okay.
Go. She's been on council before, so she knows this.
She knows her stuff. Okay.
Yeah, she knows her stuff. She's not gonna sit here and tell me no bullshit.
Okay.
And she probably be one of the people to get back in.
I think she will.
Yeah, because of experiencing or whatever. And I'm not endorsing nobody.
Right. And she's on charter, right?
I don't know what the hell that means.
It's not Republican or Democrat. It's like charter.
Well, this is interesting that you bring that up.
Because I don't know what that is.
It's funny, and I hope she don't get mad when I say this, but she identifies as Democratic. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And to be funny, I'm being funny, but I asked her this, right? Mm-hmm. And because her answer was this, that she agrees with their moral, the Democratic moral
compass or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you might do the same with Republican. So the Republican Party. Mm-hmm. So she identifies with that.
Okay.
But she's like you, not trying to attach herself to that.
Right.
She's doing her own thing.
Right.
So that was a very informative interview, and I implore people to go watch it, right? Because people have this assumption that because I get on city council, I'm going to do this.
Right.
I'm going to do that. No. I'm going to do this. this is what we, and you can't do
You got
that.
to work together with each other.
You know, it's not even that. There's only certain things that you can do. Vote on this or that and the third, and it has to be for neighborhood related. Like you was just bringing up about the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
It's the way she was putting it, if I'm correct, that all of the city council members have to vote if you want a program to go over here in South Commonsville.
Okay.
It's not divided up what we thought was like they on this district, they on this neighborhood, this on no.
They're over all of it.
All of them are all over this.
Okay.
So there's some type of tug of war going on, and you have
power struggle.
Yeah, and you have to be, as a city council person, you have to come up with programs for these neighborhoods, and that's what they vote on.
Got it.
Like this $56 million that they talking about as far as the governor and the plan that they have for violence or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna bring another lady on here, family that started that program that they are now buying into.
Okay.
That it was renamed when she did it.
Okay, gotcha.
When she had it, and it's a mess.
Everything's messy.
It's a mess. So
this is why I'm like more anti-government. Government gets in,
yeah,
it's messy.
It's messy. So you're sitting here, you got all these people running for this, running for that, thinking now they're gonna do this and do that. Haven't done their due diligence and investigated how this game really works.
Right.
So for it to take off now, it's a little too late.
Yeah.
It's a little too late because
and that is how Trump got in. It's that kind of, if you're looking at the national, it's a little too late for the games and cutesy stuff. And his ugliness got in there because we just let it get messy. And
this is why I say your prepping and your subconscious really let you know that, and it wasn't no let. This other party laid down and rolled over like they knew the game plan.
Correct.
Because if you listen to when they throwing mudslinging at each other, they'll throw out Obama had what are we
kids
talking?
in cages.
Not that, but we're gonna talk
illegals, move them first.
Yes, we're gonna talk about, we're gonna throw out how he's done more than Trump had this, that, and the third.
Right.
So to me, that just says to me like, hey man, we is like the ping pong ball. These mugs is throwing
and here we are
in the middle, and you're gonna believe this bullshit on one side and not believe the bullshit on the other side. You're not gonna sit here and tell me
on both sides.
Man, they work for the same team. They have a plan. These Democrats got in and did what they were supposed to do, blah, 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 blah. Now we put this dude in. This the dude that has the balls to go ahead and take us to the next level of New World Order.
He has balls.
He has the balls to go ahead and do this and do that and do that and blah, blah, blah. And that's where we're at. So we have a takeover in Cincinnati of the red team. And I'm going to just say it, of the red team, and the Democrats are laying down because they know the game plan. So when we get these 3 new people in here for city council, I guarantee you.
Okay, it's supposed to be 9, right?
I think the seats was, I don't know. I thought the seat, she was saying there's only 3 seats available.
Okay.
The 9, I don't think everybody is
returning or whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
Being reelected or whatever. I might be wrong with that, but we definitely can check that out. Okay. But it's just amazing to me, like, damn.
Right.
This is, and to hear you talk about not being associated but not associated. To hear other folks talk about being in the Republican Party, and I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna just go ahead and segue into it. You know, I asked Ms. Denard to be on the show today. I mean, not today, but on, and she said she had to see if our platform fit her, you know, style. I guess I don't know, but we keep it 1,000 over here. And she went over to the hot topic. Hot
mic or whatever, hot topic, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Nathan Ivy. Let's give Nathan Ivy a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she went over there. I missed the interview, but I damn sure promoted it. But today she pulled up, I don't know if you can pull up a letter that not a letter, but a post today, man. And it was talking about the Republican Party and how she was a part of the Republican Party and was bamboozled. And I'm confused. I'm so confused. That's why I wanted on the show. I read that and I was like, I thought of everybody else who's being bamboozled by these organizations, these gangs. But my thing with her was like, you are, if I'm not correct, the LBGTQ
Yes, I thought she was.
community.
Correct.
And why in the world would you ever want to associate yourself with the Republican Party?
There's a lot of LGBTQ Republicans.
I do not understand that. I would think that you would be a part of the Democratic Party who is soft on that.
They
I mean,
affirm
not,
it.
I don't say soft on
They
that, but
affirm it.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're not putting up a fuss about it.
No. And
In fact, Obama is telling you it's okay to have a,
right.
you know. So I'm just playing, but
And yeah,
still.
they're affirming, and it's like the Republicans aren't affirming so much, but it's like, okay, we don't care what you do. The problem is, I think once we started hitting the multiple gender thing, is when the Republicans are like, okay, we're not doing all that. Now, my dad, being a conservative atheist, was all like, look, we don't care what people do in the privacy of the home. I don't want to see heterosexual people doing stuff. But, you know, it was being thrown out there more visibly. And again,
Hold on. That was the first. You said your dad said he didn't want to see heterosexual stuff either.
correct. He's like, don't put that stuff out there. He didn't want to see a bunch of people out there kissing or making out and doing, like, he didn't want, if there was a pride parade, he wouldn't want to see that. He wouldn't want to see a straight parade either. Like, he was equal opportunity, didn't like it.
Okay.
So, you know, but I don't care. And most Republicans I know don't care. The one I do know, one, she's a lesbian and she's a diehard MAGA. I'm not there. And her reasoning is the Democrats have hijacked the LGBTQ movement and made it so that it's now involving children. And when you start bringing kids into stuff, they felt offended. Like, we want to live our life. We want to love who we want to love. We want to do what we want to do. We don't need government interference. And it started being more where you've got to be accepting and tolerant. And no, I mean, realistically, no, people don't have to be real tolerant. You know, tolerance has led us to this soft place where everybody's afraid to say anything or do anything. And what's going to end us in, which is why I'm like, okay, I'm doing my little stuff in the community to bring people together. I don't know who's doing my gardens, whether they're gay, straight, whatever. But it's like, okay, people may not like you. That's okay. That's okay. When you're making people like you because you're this, that's not inclusive. That's not equitable. That is, we're making you like us and you're going to accept us. And if you don't, then you're a bigot. And it may be, I don't understand you. Have a conversation with me. Don't tell me I'm a bigot. Talk to me. Help me understand it. Talk to me about, why are you leaning right? We might meet somewhere. But instead of having the conversation, it's, you're a bigot, you're a homophobe, you're a transphobe, you're a racist, you're all these things. Literally.
But see, I'm gonna stop you. But
Okay.
see, most of the Republicans talk just like that. Now I think this your black side coming out. The compassion side on it. Talk to me first before you get there. That's
Make
the
assumptions.
compassion. Yeah, that's the
Right.
compassion part of you,
Right.
the God in you,
The God, yeah.
You that separates
That from that, yeah.
that from that.
The wheat from the tares.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I get that. But I definitely telling folks that this right here ain't it. It ain't it. It's not it. Kevin Farmer, he's associated
Yeah.
with it. He's a Republican too, ain't he?
Is he still running or he stopped running? I don't know if he's still running.
No, he be on there talking about
Okay.
he's still running.
Okay.
And he was on the show. I'm gonna have him back on here again, but he was talking about the plan he had for running if he was to win council, which was have a live feed on all day.
All the time, right. Yeah,
All the
I remember him
time.
saying that.
Yeah, so
Which I don't think that's not feasible. That ain't gonna happen. I mean, I don't think you even legally do that.
oh, for real. See, there's a lot of things that people think that they can do that they can't do.
Yeah.
So we don't know. That's what I'm saying. So this facade of we're gonna
It's
change.
a facade of power. There's really no
Yeah.
power. Even
So-
if you make it into, like, I do a lot in Forest Park, and I was going to run for city council, and I'm like, I do more behind the scenes than I would do on the scenes. And I'm about the people. And if I'm sitting up there, I'm gonna be taking kickbacks, and I'm gonna be taking, and I don't want that. I want people to be empowered. And that's
you said the key word. And kickbacks is happening on both sides
correct.
of the coin here.
Mhm.
And like, if people don't know, like I said a million times, there are real big corporate developer in this city,
Mm-hmm.
outside this city,
Mm-hmm.
that are tied to political parties
Correct.
because they want their contracts, they want their buildings, they
They
want their
want their
spot
money.
up.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of kickbacks that's going on in this city. So I don't think there's no change gonna happen, man. Your choices that you have down here for mayor, you already
Yeah.
you,
After bless his heart, he ain't doing nothing.
then Corey or whatever JD or Corey
Corey
Bowman, whatever
Bowman.
Bowen,
Yeah.
he ain't gonna do nothing either.
He doesn't. I mean, neither
If
one.
anything, he's gonna be worse. And I can guarantee the relationship with the police probably be like they be butt buddies. You know what
Maybe.
I'm saying? No,
No, you think so?
yeah, I
Okay.
know so.
Okay.
You already know so. You can already tell just what's going on, how it's playing out right in our faces. You know, and if the people who are Democratic, and this is what's pissing me off,
Mhm.
is because you have people who are promoting to go vote, go vote, go vote, go vote, go vote.
Mm-hmm.
But they want you to go vote colors.
Correct.
They're not going
Go
to
vote the person,
Yeah.
not the yeah. And but my thing is, the Democratic Party needs to be asked some hard questions, and they're not. My Brandon is a black guy. He's a registered Democrat. He's very conservative in his views. There's some conservative Democrats out there who have very conservative values who are feeling left out from the Democratic Party. The Democrats, as a party, needs to look and say, why are we losing black voters? Why are we losing black males? Why are we losing black women? Why are we losing some gay folks? Why are we losing these people? What are we doing that the Republican Party is drawing them in? And it's the Republican Party needs to say, hey, we have this new bunch of diversity coming in here. What do we do to
They ain't doing shit.
I know they're not.
They ain't doing shit. That's why
Exactly.
that's why I said it's a freaking game, a mental
Correct.
mind.
Yes.
That's exactly what's going on. They mentally screwing us. You get over here, and you did see the influx of black folks,
Mhm.
Especially when this last past voting him
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
We did a thing on black folks,
That voted Trump.
black men
Yeah.
that were voting Trump.
Correct.
I actually had a co-host, one of my dearest co-hosts, my little Ivory. She was not having that. She got the hell about her. She been on here for a minute. She done fooling with that shit
Okay.
at all. So that's why I say it's a mind screw going on, because the people that went over there now thinking Trump was going to do this and do that, and I don't know what they thinking he was going to do.
Right.
I don't even know what they thinking Democrats are going to do.
What did Biden do in the past 4 years?
None of them did anything.
Right.
I'm not here to bash either. I'm here to bash both of them. I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
Your equal opportunity.
Yeah, I'm bashing both of them.
Here's the thing I want this country to succeed, whatever
It
that
ain't going
looks
to.
like. I know this, whatever that looks like. And it's like, can we work together? Because the powers that be are sitting up here and we're down here like begging for crumbs, and they don't care.
They do not care.
And they're keeping us separated by race. They're keeping us separated by economics. They're keeping us separated by gender and all these things. And at the end of the day, I'm out there planting flowers. I'm out there like trying to get people access to food and trying to do this. And there are so many doing that kind of stuff, but that doesn't make the news.
That doesn't make the news, does it?
It does not, because if it bleeds, it leads. But if it's actually trying to be a blessing, it's lessened. So
wow. So yeah, I'm over here on some other stuff right now, because I just feel like I said, like neither one of them's this, that, and the third. So we have to, especially in Cincinnati. That's why I wanted to do this right now at this time, because I've been bashed so many times about not voting, not doing this, not doing that. And I voted the first time ever, and it was for Obama.
Okay.
Because I was brought
2008.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was brought up that we wasn't
You know,
politics and religion don't max.
Nope.
Now I know that religion and politics
They're
do
one and
mix.
the same.
Yeah, they're one and the same bull crap.
Because
So I
people are
don't
worshiping their politicians. I don't
Exactly.
worship a politician.
So I don't want to be a part of none of it, just because of what we just figured out right now that maybe somebody else will figure out later on down the way. You understand me?
After we get called some names. That's okay. I mean, I get called names all the time, and I'm just like,
why? Because you're a Trump supporter?
I'm not even that big of a Trump supporter.
or
I'm just
Republican,
because
I
I'm
mean?
Republican. I'm like, just again, sit down and talk to me. And it's like you calling me names and acting like a total ass towards me is going to make me go for. I mean, this is how people get radicalized. Okay, you keep attacking. You haven't heard what I've said. You just already have in your brain. You are this. Not how did you get here? Not why did you get here? And it's like, okay, well, how did you get to where you are? I like diversity. I like diversity too. Forced diversity is not diversity. I like inclusion. I like inclusion. But realistically, and this isn't me being mean, not everything is inclusive. I had a kid I worked with years ago who was severely disabled. I could want him to sit in the class and tie his shoe. No matter how much I begged him and wanted him to tie his shoe, he wouldn't be able to do that. He wouldn't be able to do those things. Could he sit there? Yes. But I wouldn't have him in there just because I need to have a handicapped kid sitting in a class. And I know it's used the wrong word, so I'm gonna probably be labeled for mislabeling somebody. But it wouldn't be fair to him to sit in a room with a bunch of people who would interact with him and he can't interact with. So he's a trophy, he's a little freak show thing. We've made this when I grew up in Forest Park, and I'm gonna kind of fix this because I know it sounded horrible. Forest Park was a diverse, equitable, and inclusive community before that word was a catchphrase. Then it became you've got to be diverse. You've got to be accepting. If you're not accepting, you're a this. Look, I'm the child of a black mom and a white dad who two different faiths, two different backgrounds. Literally, I'm the poster child for diversity and equity and inclusion. Y'all didn't want me because I wasn't black enough and I wasn't white enough. So I've learned how to forge my own way. And I will always try to include people in things, but there's some things you're not going to fit in. I don't fit in anywhere. I don't want to fit in anywhere.
Why you say that?
I don't. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I never want to fit in a box.
I get the box part, but
I like a lot of people. I have a lot of people in my life, and I enjoy each one. I have very liberal friends. I have very conservative friends. I have Wiccan friends. I have very Christian. I have Jewish. I have everything in the middle.
yeah, what?
Wiccan, witches.
Oh, you gotta go.
No, I don't. They're my friends. That doesn't mean I'm like, they're not cursing anybody.
Oh, you gotta go. Exit left, stay right.
I'm not leaving. No,
You gotta go.
you invited me, but
I didn't do enough research.
I have respect for all of them across the board. It doesn't mean I agree with them, but as human beings, I respect each one of them, whether I agree with their politics or not.
Yeah, I can't get past the witch part.
There's a lot of
Let's go back to the witch part.
Okay, so I have one friend, and she's a Wiccan. Now she is not like wears the black hat and with the green makeup or anything. She basically just kind of believes in the earth, and like she prays over or kind of like does little spells over her herbs and stuff like that. Now she doesn't even live in Ohio, but that's her thing.
Hold on.
Mhm.
This stuff you gave me, you
No.
can have that back.
No, this isn't from her. This is me. This is mine.
Hey, y'all see this, right? See this person, right? You take some first. You take some first. All right, there we go. There you go. Now you start stabbing and all right. But I'm serious about that witch stuff.
No.
I don't play that.
No, she's not even here. This is mine. That's my stuff.
Okay, dig that.
Yep.
You ain't been a part of no spells or seances, have you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Good. All right, you can stay.
Okay. Gee, thanks.
There you go. But
of all the things that got you, want me to leave?
yeah, you got to go.
Please.
Get out of here.
Oh my gosh, you're Republican. No, oh my gosh.
No, Republican. I really don't.
You're
care.
an anarchist. Oh my gosh, get out.
That part I was confused about, but anyway.
Now that I explained it, it makes more sense.
Makes more sense. But I think both parties are extreme.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a lot in the middle, and I think what is being promoted is the extreme on both sides. And there's a lot of people in the middle who like see the bullshit on both sides. We're like, okay, and we're the ones that get missed.
So, what's your take on the dude who got Charlie?
If you lose your ability to be able to speak, you lose the First Amendment right. We're supposed to be a democracy, right? Mm-hmm. And if you take somebody's life for speaking, even if you don't agree with what they're speaking, you're going against the very foundational thing of democracy. I might not have agreed with what he said. People did. He stood on his ground. He stood his truth. He spoke his stuff out. Yes, he was pro 2A, and the gun took him out. However, really, can't do anything. You were so male.
Yes,
but the gun took him out, and you live by the sword, die by the sword. But I know he stood on what he believed in.
Did he die?
He died. He died.
He died.
He died. And I'm going to I commend the man for standing up for what he believed in and standing and going out there and hitting these kids. And And he made people mad, but he made them think, and he exposed them on some bullshit, whether you agreed or not. It's like, okay, wait a minute, and he called out stuff.
Man, that's why he got shot and
Yeah,
killed. That's why he got
correct.
killed, because he made them people
Mad.
Hey man, hey, there was not enough people in the world. There's not enough people in the world who are standing up for upstairs.
Correct.
And there's not a lot of people doing that. They're all confused.
Correct.
And you get mad when you have to sit there. And it's not that I don't like people or transgender, whatever. I'm not around you. I don't put myself around you to be in that situation where I don't want to be around you. And it's not a problem.
Oh my gosh, you're not inclusive.
You're not
inclusive.
You can go do what you want to do.
Right.
But I don't think that these men should be at schools, reading stories, drag queens stories and stuff like that to kids.
Why are they not going to senior center homes and reading it to them? There's
the senior citizens probably gonna look at their asses like, what's wrong with you?
We have lost innocence, and it's like kids are now no longer kids. As a kid, I did not know my friends' parents' politics. That wasn't my business to know. These are my friends. And now it's like, you can't hang with this person because their mom's a Democrat. You can't hang with that person because mom's a liberal. You can't hang with them because she's gay. And it's like, okay, the kids aren't able to be kids. And you're throwing kids in adult environments. I don't have a 2-year-old. I wouldn't take my little kid to a strip joint. That's illegal.
Yeah, I wouldn't take my child to that. I wouldn't.
But we have family-friendly drag shows. Right. We're taking little kids to.
Right.
What is the difference?
Right.
And I, as a woman, again, if you were trans, whatever, gay or doing the drag thing, and that is something you like to do because you like to do that performance, good for you. Why do you have to do it in front of a 2-year-old or a 5-year-old?
I agree. He totally agree. And he stood on that, talking to colleges, talking to folks, and it was his right to talk. You can walk past, you can go by, keep on moving.
Keep on, scroll on over.
Scroll on. Like I say on Facebook, you don't like what I'm posting, just scroll on. It don't matter. But whatever he was saying was hitting nerves.
Correct. And we don't like our nerves hit.
And it's a reality. And that's self-checking. And I just don't want to say that with just that, but as a person who believes in I don't like saying God, creator, Yahuwah, say his name, the name I'm associated with, to live by what's already implanted us. That's why I don't go to religion places anymore, because it's in you.
Right.
And if you're fighting with that as a person, you could be fighting with stealing as a person. You could be dealing with cheating as a person. Correct. You could be dealing with all different types of things. Correct. So I get that. But when you're putting it out on Front Street for other folks, then there's something else going on. That's an agenda. That's you either atheist, like you said, you don't believe in God or whatever. Right. Or you're
a person of faith, whether you're a Muslim, Christian.
And you can't be a person. I'm not saying you can't be a person of faith. You can't be a person of faith if you're not self-reflecting on changing yourself and being a better person.
The goal is transformation.
Right. Yeah. So you sitting here living that lifestyle, I'm not judging you, but I don't want to see it.
Right.
And I get like your atheist father said, he don't want to see the heterosexual stuff.
He didn't.
A lot of that stuff. I don't think women on women stuff is right. I don't think that should be on TV for kids to see. So there's a lot.
It's a lot. It is a whole lot.
And all of this is done
to desensitize and program.
And we are all caught up under this spell because we're talking about this stuff. Yeah, we still have to deal with this stuff. We still have to deal with people getting shot.
Correct.
For speaking their views.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
And it cannot, like, if Rachel Maddow got shot tomorrow and died, I would feel just as bad for her and her family. I don't know if she got family, but I may not agree with you, but nobody deserves to lose their life for speaking what they believe is truth.
So with this background that you have and the things that you want to accomplish, being a campaign manager is like, to me,
it's a lot.
This is trying to build wealth on a sinking ship.
Not necessarily, because here's the thing.
What would Brandon? Well, I want to ask him this, but what are you as a campaign manager? What is his goal?
His goal is to get on city council. But here's the thing: if he doesn't win, we're both okay with that because there's a lot of learning that's going on, and I've watched him grow from I'm just going to go get signatures and being nervous to talk to people to actually talking to people and going and being at activities and events and getting out there. I've had to light a fire under his biscuits a few times because he doesn't want to get out there. But to me, it's not so much. Not every victory is a victory, and not every loss is a loss. Sometimes you learn a whole lot in loss, and sometimes you don't learn anything except, oh, my ego got squat. My ego got touched if I win. And if he wins and doesn't know what he's doing, that's not really good. But I'm more or less, this is a long term thing. I think he has a chance to get in depending on how many seats it is. If it's 3, maybe not. If it's 9, possibly. But I'm going to be very realistic and say, look, he has potential down the road. I see growth. And to me, a politician, whether you or a religion or whatever you want to call it, anything, if you don't grow and you stay stagnant, aren't willing to look at things and learn new things, you aren't going to grow. He wants to grow. And I'm kind of trying to get him to grow. And he's getting out there. He's putting his name out there. And to me, that is a big step. Not a lot of people are I'm going to get on council. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And they never do anything. He put himself out there. And I'm just kind of walking along with him. I'm not enabling. I'm just trying to encourage him to be more visible, get out and speak, get out and do things. And I'm just kind of guiding him along.
So you got anything planned for him? As a campaign manager, what kind of events?
He's got a few events coming up. He's got, I know, the NAACP debate. He's going to do the League of Women Voters. I think today he was at Walnut Hills. He's got something pretty much every day the next few weeks. So
yeah, because I definitely want to talk to him and see what he thinks he's going to be able to do. And I tell all
he's
of
got
them,
a vision, and I will say, and I'll let him share that with you when he gets here. And then I know what his vision is, and I want him to share his story, not me share it for him. But he meets, if we want to do the DEI qualifications, he meets all of them. And it's here's a Black man who has conservative values, who has had some traumas in his life, who has a disability, and who wants the betterment for the city. He's not doing this for himself. He's doing this for his family. He's doing this for the city. And it's here's your inclusivity. Let's see how inclusive they are when he starts talking to them.
I think everything depends on the game plan and
Correct.
what your vision. Like I said, a lot of people don't even know what they can and can't do in city council.
Right.
So,
and that's half the battle right there.
So when you running stuff, it's
weird.
It's weird.
This is not where I saw my life going. I can tell you that. I was living my best life, not doing it. I mean, I was doing stuff, but I'm on podcast. Yeah.
Well, thank you for being on the podcast. We definitely get a different view on the politics here. Like I said,
and I'm not super political on Facebook. I'm just I have friends of all backgrounds. But again, and I think if you know me well enough, if you need if your house is burning down, I don't care who you worship, I don't care who you vote for, I'm gonna help you. And I feel we've gotten to a point in this country where it's oh, he voted for this person, I ain't helping you. And it's we'd rather watch somebody die than help them.
So let me ask you this though.
Okay.
So being your dad is white and your mom is Black,
mm-hmm.
Did you incur any type of racism?
Honestly, you want an honest answer?
Yeah.
Most of the hatred I've got have been from people who look like me and are the same shade as me. I've yet to run into a white supremacist. Honest to God. Honest to God.
I don't believe you.
I'm not Black enough. I'm not this. You don't do that. Why'd you do this? You didn't do this you should have done this with your kid. You're not Black enough.
Do you speak fluent Caucasian?
I do, but I can speak ghettoese if I need to.
What?
If I need to get there, I can. South Central Forest Park Sharice will come out if it has to.
Hey man, he said South Central Forest Park. You ain't from the F Negro?
I'm from the K. North Central Forest. Is it North Central Forest Park?
Wow. Oh my goodness, that is funny. That is hilarious.
From the K, so yes.
Right. Okay, we might get a K a little. Man, they were too bougie. K was bougie. You gotta be from the F section. You understand me? You got
okay.
But I thought I asked that because you showed me pictures of people you've been around, like JD Vance.
Yes,
you like JD Vance?
I don't like the politician, but I like the person. I love his wife. She's great. Love the kids. My son and his babysat his kids. My son knows him. And I met JD in 2016. And the first time I met him, I called him a pompous ass. And he was. And he said, "Can we talk?" And I said, "Sure." And he invited me to go get coffee. We sat and talked. And I still didn't like him, but he took the time to sit down and talk to me more than some other candidates did. He did. And I'm like, okay, I give you that. You sat down and talked to me. I'm on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm like a 2 down here. Why did he take time to talk to me?
To get your vote.
I didn't vote for him though. This was after the vote.
So you gonna vote for his buddy?
Who's his buddy?
Bowen. You don't have to answer.
I don't live in the city, so I can't.
Oh, good. I need either too, because it was.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, I was like, "Who, man?"
Yeah, I'm not a city. No.
Because if I was to go live in the city and to vote, you know who I vote for?
Mm.
Me.
You write your name in there.
I'll write my name in there. Grizzby is my 2 cents.
And he'd probably win.
I hope he would.
He would.
But that's what's up. Well, I'm glad you came to the show today. Let's give Miss Sharice a round of applause. We're definitely serious about volunteering for the community garden, Forest Park, because we want to be about it and not just talk about it. Shout out to Leah McBride. Let's give her a round of applause.
I love her. Oh my God.
Miss Ebony, they always trying to call me out and shit. But I respect the game. Do you sell any of your product?
Right now, no. I got that to you because you invited me here. And I want to do that.
All right.
And again, it's my bartering tools.
Okay.
And if you taste it, you'll understand why.
Okay, we're gonna do that. But yeah, we definitely appreciate you coming on. City manager. Yeah. Not city manager, but campaign manager. Campaign manager. To Brandon Nixon, who'll be on the show next week. We might have our co-host back, or we might have another co-host. Who knows? But
did I do that all right?
We definitely gonna have another co-host. Definitely be in the building next week to talk more politics. Talk about for me, it makes no sense at all for me, but we like to hear people's vision and see what they're gonna tell you why they should vote for you, why vote for them.
Right, vote for them.
Yeah. So thank you again for being on the show. We about to get up out of here, and like we say every Wednesday, don't be stuck on stupid and relaxed on dumb. We out of here.
I like that.
Let's go! The station that keeps it rocking 24/7. Ladies and gentlemen, Grizz Biz, my 2 cents.